Last time in HitFilm Express, we set up our project, we learned to save it, we set some in and out points, and we dropped footage on the timeline. Now, we're going to go a little deeper. Let's add another clip, the girl with the balloons. Hit I for in, O for out. Pick it up and drop it. I can drag it anywhere on the timeline, but I want to match it right up so it starts right after the first clip ends. The computer will help me place it there once it sees that that's what I'm aiming for. Click here in the timeline ruler to set the play bar where I want to play from and hit space to play. Ta-da! Now 2 clips are on the timeline. Just for fun, let's throw some music under this to play while these clips are playing. This is some sad music to play with this. Let's hear it. Click to load it into the trimmer and then hit space to play. I'm going to add this to the audio 1 track. We'll look at audio tracks more in a moment. I'm making sure that this starts at the beginning so it'll play at the same time as their video. You notice though, it starts out with just a little quiet thump. Listen here. The music doesn't start until here, so I'm going to edit this opening part up a bit. You notice my normal arrow mouse, as I get close to the edge of a clip, the beginning or the end, the mouse becomes a little bracket. And when it's the bracket, I can actually edit the clip right on the timeline. I can change the end point so that it removes the part of the clip that I'm moving over. I'm going to edit it down so the clip starts where the music starts, right here. Now I can pick the audio clip up and move it where I want to the beginning. And that's another tool. Any clip on the timeline can get picked up and moved anywhere you want. You can even change the order of video clips if you want by picking them up, 1 clip or a bunch of them, and moving them around. Now, when I hit the spacebar to play, the music, it starts with my first kid. I'm not sure how perfectly this music goes with the clips, but that's okay. Let's stretch out the balloons clip a little longer so that it lasts until I see that next section of music comes in, where the audio waveform gets bigger. That's a clue that that's probably the next musical section. Now here's another tool. Let's say I want this music to end with the video clips just before the new music section starts. I could go and find the end of the music way down far in the timeline. I can drag the scroll bar on the bottom and find the end, but it's so far down. Or I could shrink the timeline using Control Scroll Wheel, or there's a zoom tool here next to the scroll bar, but there's gotta be an easier way. This slice tool can add and edit into the clip on the timeline. Now it doesn't change anything, it still sounds exactly the same, but it added an edit there. It sliced the clip into 2 clips. Now I'm going to change back to the arrow selection tool, which I can either click on the arrow tool or there's a keyboard shortcut. See how in the description the arrow has a V next to it and the slice tool it has a C next to it. The C stands for cut because you're cutting the clip into 2. And the V, well, it kind of looks like an arrow pointing down, and I think that's why they use that key. Now I want to select the half the clip that I want to get rid of by clicking it and hit the delete key. And voila, it's gone. Now this music ends just before the new section comes in. While we're playing with the music, let's say it's too loud. This line on the audio clip is the volume. If I drag it up, it gets louder. My meters over here show just how loud it is. If I drag the line down, well, it gets quieter. Now I'm going to get rid of everything on the timeline by dragging over all the clips while holding the mouse button down to select everything. Then hit delete and I can start over fresh. And a reminder, Control S to save because you want to do that regularly and build that habit. But let's stop here for today, and the next thing you do, we'll be looking at an interview and editing that with some other footage and music and putting it all together.